Welcome back, and joining us on the show now is Rishi Nathany, who's Head Business Development and Marketing at MCX. Rishi, hi and congratulations, because when India got good delivery gold standard, you thought that that was a historical moment, but clearly MCX has added yet another feather in the cap here with taking in lead and empaneling a couple of Indian domestic companies onto this. How has the process been and how do you read this?
Thanks, Manisha. It's been a 2-year process through which we identified the companies, went through a very stringent empanelment process, and thereafter we have empaneled Gravita India Limited's Chittoor, Andhra Pradesh plant and Pilot Industries Limited's Alwar, Rajasthan plant for delivering lead ingots on the exchange platform.
Rishi, why lead? What kind of volumes does MCX do on lead? What kind of deliveries have we seen on the exchange since the delivery compulsory came in?
So since 2019 June, when these contracts became compulsorily deliverable, we have done around 25,000 tons of delivery of lead on the exchange platform, and we have 4 delivery centers, one in the NCR region, one in Chennai, one near Mumbai, and one in Eastern India. So we ideally want to have one nation, one price, and that is why this process is being done so that more and more domestic refiners and industries can be added to the MCX platform.
Rishi, while we of course have been waiting for institution, mutual funds and banks involvement and they being participants into the Indian commodity markets here, would you say that empaneling these brands is a step towards that direction?
It definitely is, Manisha, because if you see that today these 2 companies have come, now a lot of other companies will also see this and would want to make their standards up to the exchange requirements and then join us in delivering more and more Indian produce on the exchanges.
And until now it was only LME accredited deliveries that we've seen on the exchange. So what is the kind of purity that we're looking at, and what is your sense on what other commodities are you looking to add into this list now?
So in terms of purity, I'm happy to state that the purity which we have empaneled these 2 companies for is 99.98% and above, which is higher than even the LME standards of 99.97%. So in that sense, we are making our Atmanirbhar Bharat standards even better than global standards. And we will definitely look at other commodities as well as more participants in the existing commodities where we are adding domestic refiners.
Rishi, would you say that the metals is the right place to be in, because the kind of volatile moves and the kind of run-up that we've seen in prices, clearly the volumes have seen some support as well. So whether it is about futures, options, and you adding more and more credibility into this space, how is the overall sector looking to you?
So, overall commodities are on a roll right now, as you all see, and commodities market is something which most people think as an alternate asset class. But I would like to say that we are so closely linked to economic activity that actually commodities is a mainstream asset class.
And since you've done gold and lead already into the list where we are looking at Indian deliveries here, are there any other commodities being worked on? Are there any other companies within the existing commodities being worked upon as well, and sense of empanelment?
Yes, we are working on both, though I'm not at liberty to disclose at this juncture, but we are working on both.
Okay, all right, Manisha, thanks very much for that. So for taking us through that commodity segment. On that note, we need to wrap up with the news that the Bank Nifty is back, showing a cut of around 0.4%. So that intraday volatility really continues. It's a wrap on Halftime Report. Business Lunch up next.